Right.
right. Welcome. We'll give everyone a moment to join the stream. I just tweeted out, so take a look. Actually, I should resize some of this stuff here. Nope, that's not it. This. All right. Let me just double check that it's working. I noticed that I'm not sure it's the nature of Twitch relative to YouTube, but I find like it always takes like way longer to. Oh, thanks, Ricky, for following. It takes like way longer for people to join the stream relative to when I'm on YouTube. I'm not sure because the notifications come later, or I'm not sure.
Yeah, looking on my phone right now, it doesn't show that you're live.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's very strange. It's going not a spoofer. Are you going to the? Yeah, the Ohio tournament should be pretty good. I was actually debating. I didn't get the chance to talk to John. I probably won't have enough time as well. Probably be too busy as well. Because the last weekend before my class starts up again. But I want to at least consider doing some sort of if enough people were to go, like some sort of team thing. Especially they're going to be there for 2 days. 1 day for the tournament, 1 day for whatever. It's going Rainberto. Aloha, Harda. She said that you're finally out of your basement.
Yeah. Now the same room, just they gave me a window.
They gave you a window this time, right? They busted a window in the basement somehow. So.
Or I've been digging my way out.
Okay. It looks like a couple people are joining now. So, do you want to break down? Okay, let's put some context around this tournament. So in Argentina, we know that they always have massive tournaments, right? We knew that from season one, right? Like these gigantic tournaments. They had the world's biggest regionals. They have some like really tough competitors. I went down there personally, but I guess they got inspired by the LA Mega Tournament to have the community come together instead of having like a 190 person tournament. They decided to have a 298 person tournament. So that's pretty incredible for like basically one community come together. It's the Ninos Argentina community that actually came together to have this tournament, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool sight to see. So many players and so many battlers coming together and having these like, even their small tournaments are like big compared to the rest of the world. Like a casual tournament to them is like 60 plus, which is pretty incredible. So really incredible community down there, and a lot of, again, really tough battlers. Dibu was actually, he won the South American season 1 championship open qualifier. So instead of like how they had it in North America and in Europe, where they had these like group stages and they selected a group of players in the group stages, they actually had a Swiss style tournament with like 64 people or how many it was, and then the top 8 then made it to the finals, and then he was the one that went actually 6-0, beating a lot of top competitors here. So Holden, what do you think of his team?
Looking at it initially, it almost looks a little bit weak to Wizcash, but having the Meganium there instead of the Venusaur, I think covers that a lot better. Mm-hmm. The Double Dragon especially can at least do some damage to it, and I really like the Ninetales pick ever since the buff.
Yeah, the overheat buff makes it especially dangerous, but he is running the same team as Lexmaster, and Lexmaster actually had Solar Beam on his Ninetales.
Really?
Which, not necessarily something I would advise, but it might surprise the Wishcash. Wishcash is like, so if this is anything going to be like Lexmaster's team, really heavily relying on this double dragon strategy. And the Ninetales and Drapion play is kind of interesting because it kind of deters the grass types, which would be like pretty, especially Meganium, would be pretty effective against the double dragon Celio core. Like you can't necessarily exploit any one-on-one matchups that it has play in all three. But necessarily having some deterrent is pretty interesting. So his first opponent, this is actually his second round because he didn't record his first round for whatever reason. His first round opponent has Charizard, Dragonair, Victory Bell, Kingdra, Skuntank, and Lapras. So how would you read this team if you were Dibu?
Oof. Let me see here. I wouldn't think Charizard is too much of a threat. The only thing that it would really threaten is the Meganium.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't expect that to come. So actually bringing the Meganium would be good because it beats the Lapras. It can do a good amount of damage to Skuntank. Victory Bell might give it some trouble, especially if it has Sludge Bomb. Dragonair. I mean, Meganium can, if you land an Earthquake on Dragonair, it'll do about 80%, I think.
Yeah, it definitely has some play against Dragonair.
Yeah.
And
And
obviously beats Lapras and Kingdra. But
yeah.
not like super strong against this team, to be honest. Like kind of like a lot of like technical matchups. And you have to really bank living Earthquake.
Mm-hmm. I would expect the opponent to bring Skuntank actually because he doesn't have much ground type damage. So a counter to that, maybe even Drapion. Nah, actually, I think Skuntank still wins that.
Yeah. I kind of like.
Ninetales is neutral, I think.
Yeah, Ninetales is pretty neutral against this team, except for against obviously Kingdra.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be able to deal neutral with Lapras and Skuntank. Obviously lose against Kingdra, beat Victory Bell, and then lose to Dragonair, but at least chip away some damage. I think Celio looking all right. Has a lot of neutral play, and then obviously the positive play against Dragonair, and then losing matchup against Victory Bell, but has some play depending on the shield scenario.
Yeah, definitely. I don't even think Victory Bell is too big of a threat against Celio because you can land either 2 body slams or an Aurora Beam, and they have to shield, and it is quite threatening.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at round number 1 and see. Looks like he's going the double dragon Celio play, leading with Dragonair. So calling the grass type and leading with Dragonair is pretty effective. And
he's running Dragon Pulse, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. So in like this matchup, like if I'm the Victory Bell, I wouldn't shield. Oh, okay. Instant swap. And gonna switch out into
Celio. I would have actually stayed in that match just so I don't lose the switch advantage because this is just almost farmable for Celio.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit lag on the Dragonair side. Okay. I'm surprised the shield came up. I didn't think it would be Dragon Pulse that early, but I guess you didn't want to necessarily take the risk. Nice call on the body slam, especially like you don't necessarily know how much health that Victory Bell had left, especially since it's registered the swap, but it was a good play.
Right off the lead there, it was as long as he gets out the Victory Bell, he should be safe in the back.
Yeah, and this is a pretty straightforward matchup. You just put up the shield, even if the double attack debuff comes through. Oh, is that Outrage? Oh, man, Spanish is not my Pokemon Go PvP Spanish is not that great, so I think it said Outrage there. Maybe? I don't know. Anyways.
Might have been.
Okay, so how's this matchup? Celio Skuntank.
I think Celio wins this just due to sheer spam. Yeah, just go straight body slam. I should know this matchup because I have both of them on my team, but
Is this Crunch or Sludge Bomb?
I would go for the Crunch most of the time. That's the Crunch, yeah. It can get off a second Crunch, depending on the IVs. It should be able to survive this. Oh, he shielded.
Oh wow, okay,
Oh, a
another.
back to back. Okay.
So maybe a misplay on the skunk tank side because it definitely. Oh,
Oh, survives and gets off the crunch. Yeah. So yeah, I know you could always get off two crunches with Skuntank. I really like Skuntank as just a neutral
oh
matchup
wow,
in
okay.
most
What do you
scenarios.
think of that aggressive switching? You think it's worth
I,
it to get switch locked? Likely having a king dragon in the back. So maybe I don't know. Like, what do you?
maybe he doesn't have any other answer for the Celio besides that. I would have just let it faint.
Okay, nice call. Sacking, sacking the skunk tank.
Having the Kingdra.
There's no way you shield if you're the king draw.
No. There we go.
But
And Kingdra Mirror. One shield.
yeah, this is over.
Oh, this is I think it's an attack weighted Kingdra.
I think the opposing king draw is actually lagging.
No? Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I doubt.
This,
I think it was just literally just lagging. But it really didn't matter. Maybe at the maybe with that debuff it may have mattered. How much health did the Celio have left? I don't think it had that much health left.
no, it's like 30%, I think. Around
So
there.
so it wouldn't have mattered anyways. Oh, so the Charizard comes in. Oh, this is a air slash Charizard.
Okay.
Um, so Charizard, I believe, actually wins in the one shield.
Yeah.
With it when it runs air slash. So this is actually a pretty decent matchup. Um,
Only thing about Charizard is you have to burn shields, and if you prefer to save shields for the back, it's hard to lead with it sometimes.
and then you
So
might get
this
farmed afterwards just because the slower energy generation. We're gonna see.
oh, he brought in the Drapion. Now, yep, there's a Fell Stinger. That looks like a bite,
Yeah, it
yeah.
looks like a bite Drapion. Oh my gosh.
Fell Stinger. It's like a power up punch mirror, so reminds me of Mawile.
Yes, exactly.
So
It's very similar. A non-stab power punch clone, and the instant switch, and switch out into Lapras.
oh
It's a very challenging matchup for Lapras because it has to land the Skull Bash.
well, he has no more shields.
Oh
Oh, and he
man,
had a shield.
man, I don't know. Like that's a.
Hmm.
You think he would have won if he would have shielded?
Oh, and he went for a surf. Yeah,
I
I
think
think he would have
I
actually.
think he would have won. Lane the Skull Bash. So Dibu able to take. Let's take a look at the next team. So Dibu able to win that one, running that double dragon strategy, and then mixing it up with Drapion at the end. Drapion, didn't really do too much relative to that team. But what do you think against this next opponent?
Another Charizard, another Victory Bell, Double Dragon, Celios, a Lapras, and a Mudboy. Mudboys have always been difficult, so I'm really expecting Meganium to come into this.
Yeah,
Celio looks like a safe pick as well, and maybe Dragonair is a safe swap.
yeah. Like this is a pretty decent team to counter Debu's team, just because I think both. Well, we'll see if the Meganium comes out. But Celio and Wishcash look pretty good against this team, except for against Meganium. Even the Meganium matchup, there's like still some counterplay.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad team to go up against. Um, yeah, but let's see how it plays out. So calls the lead. Obviously, extremely
Oh
positive matchup.
no. Yeah.
Gonna save swap. Let's see if he punishes though. Little slow on the
Oh.
switch. Very slow. Yeah, way too slow. This is not gonna be good.
Yeah, he'll be able to get off an Aurora Beam as well now. Yeah. And
That's
double shielding.
that's the toughest switch to counteract when someone mirrors you.
Yeah. I mean, he had the counter in the back just a little bit, so maybe he accidentally tapped during the fast move, so it was canceled, and that happens quite often.
Yeah. Still like an okay matchup, but down a shield is not a great situation, especially when they have like two nukes in Outrage and Dragon Pulse.
Yeah. He did shield one bot. Oh, wow. Shielded two body slams there. And there's the Whiscash.
Oh man,
It's going to take at least two Mud Bombs. Oh, and Dragonair. Yeah, that's a solid counter to Whiscash, I'd say.
oh, but I don't think this is gonna be a Blizzard though.
No, I don't think so.
The Mud Bomb. I think that's a mistake. I think you
Yeah.
have to go up for the Blizzard.
Then it takes three Mud Bombs to take out a Dragonair.
Probably will be able to take it out here, but
Yeah.
that's like one additional. Oh no, it doesn't take it out. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
He still has a Celio in the back, I believe. Or was that killed? Yeah, there it is.
Let's see.
And not enough health. It'll be able to get off a charge move.
Yeah.
Oh, one for the Octazooka.
It's pretty low. It's pretty low.
Yeah, true.
And it was gonna take. It was like 4 more Dragon Breaths to get to the outrage relative to Octazooka.
Oh, there's Meganium calling the lead.
Wow. Okay. You definitely have to switch. Switches out into Charizard. Wow. Okay. Definitely want to hard counter this team.
Well, the opponent could actually win this because Charizard has energy and wins in the one shield here. Letting it go, so it'll be able to farm it down.
Can Charizard? Yeah, Charizard can farm down from this also.
Yeah.
A little bit dangerous.
Oh, I might have a Blast Burn here.
But you definitely want to go Dragon Claw here. I don't know. If you go Blast Burn, that's quite the
No.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's...
You're anticipating the double dragon strategy.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people have been bringing that lately. Whiscash.
Does win back switch advantage, which is decent.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so many mind games with Kingdra now.
I wonder how the Wing Attack Charizard does now.
A Wing Attack Charizard, I think, is the best Charizard in this meta. We're gonna see an instant swap into Celio. Oh man, that's not good. That is not good. Oh man,
That just chunked it, and he still has a shield, so it's just gonna farm him down.
In that situation, like you, to be honest, you'd rather them just hit the wish cache, right? And able to take game number 2 pretty convincingly. Hard reads, nice reads.
Nice job letting go of the Dragonair.
Yeah,
saving the shield for the back.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So we have the Celio mirror match. How do you like to play with this mirror match?
I actually tried, overcharge QSAing right there, so getting the extra powder snow.
Mm-hmm.
I usually like to let my opponent try and pull the trigger first. I do count up to about close to 100 energy, but
I think that's the way you go. Like if you have any powder snow advantage, it's
just a single one.
But it also depends on what kind of coverage you have in the back. The energy advantage might be worth it as well. So, but it looks like Dibu has quite a bit of energy advantage.
I don't think he's QSAing here. I think he's just It
looks like he's just
going back to back.
He's not even going back to back. He's like 2 short on this one. 1 or 2 short. Yeah, 1 short.
There we go. But he had energy advantage after every charge move. So using his shield, I would let it go.
You let it go. You rather take the shield advantage.
Yeah.
As long as you have something like I guess Kingdra can fade it down before another body slam comes through.
Or Drapion, build up some energy.
Yeah, Drapion too.
Yeah. Nice safe switch.
Oh okay. Yeah.
But it does have bites and Aqua Tail. It's neutral. Fell Stinger is neutral. Going to burn the shields here though.
Oh man. I think kind of switch out of this matchup.
It might win in the 2 shield though.
Ah man, it might be like a 2-0 scenario.
What I would do now would just be try and catch the next Mud Bomb, swap out.
Yeah, I don't think that was the right play. I think switching out made way more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Kingdra, which seals up, can win a lot of matchups. But let's see here. Wasn't able to capitalize on that, which is pretty huge. And end up in the Charizard matchup.
Yeah. Unless he gets the debuff here, I don't think.
Oh, got the
Oh, he
debuff.
does get
Get
it.
the debuff. Oh, that's so brutal.
Oh.
But if you're the Charizard, you have to go back for back-to-back Dragon Claws. I think that's the way to play it. It's going to land the second one, so
Yeah.
still able to take it. Charizard with Air Slash, legitimate play. I think better than. So let's take a look at the next team. Oh no, okay.
So he won 2-1 there. Oh, I'm just going right into it.
Okay. So he won 2-1 in that matchup. So this next team.
It's the exact same.
It's the exact same. Hopefully, I didn't just put the exact same. Actually, a lot of them look pretty similar.
Yeah.
A lot of them like this Charizard, maybe anticipating the Meganium play. But Charizard pretty decent. So, anyways, it's the same team. So let's go ahead.
This is round 4?
Yeah, this is round number 4.
Okay.
Well, it's leading with Charizard. So. Oh wow, switching out. Oh man, well, you're gonna be able to land the Blizzard though. Getting the Oh no! Oh, because not.
Calling the baits.
Wow, really? Well, I guess
so
maybe it
risky.
wasn't at it yet. Wow. Okay. Jesus. That is an extremely risky play.
And let it go.
And let it go. That's surprising. Well, I guess more to farm. And it tries going for the frenzy plan here.
Oh yeah, because the switch timer's up and just wow, that still did a lot of damage.
Still chunked away a lot. So.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
very lucky that the frenzy plan wasn't landed there.
Yeah. It's hard to farm up though.
Oh, okay. I thought you. Oh no, that's very unfortunate. Pretty sure it had a Dragon Claw in the back. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely did. Lost his switch in.
There's a shield, just farm it down, and Victory Bell. Oh, going for the Dragon Pulse. That's risky, especially with one shield.
Yeah, but it worked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very hard reading his opponent.
Mhm.
Those are some great reads. So, Kingdra Dragonair. So, generally a favorable matchup for Kingdra.
Oh, I like that matchup, but then again, I run.
You run
What?
Wrap?
I do run Wrap now. Yeah, a lot of people expect Aqua Tail.
Yeah. Then you end up flipping that matchup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like playing this matchup with Celio because there's the Dragon Tail.
Oh man, I guess this is the disadvantage of running Air Slash is against the Celio matchup, because like in the one shield, you can just double blast burn.
Yeah.
But when you run Air Slash, you just generate energy too slowly.
Exactly. That's why I think he wasn't able to build up as much energy against the Meganium in the previous match.
Yeah. It's definitely a disadvantage. So, but it's a trade-off in matchups, right? So, which is just always good.
Yeah, I see Celio on so many teams just because it beats the Lapras. Like Lapras is also a really good pick, but Celio does a lot of the same things and beats Lapras.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. It's water's not the thing is water's not that meta, like actual water moves like Surf and whatnot against the core, especially with it being so dragon centric. I think you go Octazooka here for sure. Oh man, landed outrage. Okay.
yeah, learning some Spanish.
Yeah.
That's an Octazooka. Yeah, didn't get the debuff, but
not very effective. But
that's too low of health. We'll be able to Dragon Breath it down.
Oh, man, do you think if shielding the Akazuga would have made any difference or no? Probably not.
Not really.
It would have made it a little bit closer, but you would have to like faint down with Powder Snows.
Mm-hmm. So I think that they have to switch it out.
Switch out.
Okay, that's a nice safe switch.
It's a very confusing switch when someone switches into something that Oh, got that double debuff. So I don't know why some people go Aurora Beam here because two body slams are actually more energy efficient.
Okay.
And then you end up in a situation like that where they end up shielding the Aurora Beam. So
Well, I
then
think if you land one body slam, then the next, if you do a war beam right after that, it'll be able to kill it, rather than having
yeah,
three
yeah,
body slams.
I could see that. Yeah. Oh, got the debuff again. I'm not sure with the reason of like if you got the two stage debuff, like how much are you worried about the damage?
Yeah, and he double shielded that as well.
Yeah, and then expended energy too. So I think like a misplay on that side. Let's see. Can only go into Charizard. Yeah, this is a wrap. Switch it into Celio, but it's just gonna get outraged.
Yeah, he has two shields. You can almost just farm it down. But
But like it's yeah. Sometimes you get like intimidated by very good players,
oh yeah,
and then
definitely.
just like overthink that matchup. Like, oh, I really need Kingdra, etc.,
Yeah,
etc. And then so it happens.
yeah.
Very and these are like pretty competitive matchups for the first few rounds. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
and some good like counter reads against like these teams are not bad. Okay, let's take a look at this next team. Hopefully, it's not the same one. Okay, okay. So
Okay.
an interesting team. So tell me about this team.
Dustox is very interesting. Maybe he doesn't have a Poison Fang Venomoth, but it is tankier. And I think it loses a couple more matches than Venomoth, but it might do better in some neutral
Yeah,
matchups.
I think when shields up, it's actually better. It's about the same as Poison Fang Venomoth, just because that's where it's like Bulk can really shine. Like you can just take damage and dish out confusion damage
Yeah.
over time, so it's able to more effectively use its HP. Um, but then the Sudowoodo, what do you think of Sudowoodo in against this team?
Well, only real advantage it has is against Celio.
Thing is,
Um,
like it can win the one shield matchup against Kingdra, as long as the debuff doesn't happen.
mm,
So I
yeah, Rock
watched
Slide is
I
it
watched
hurts.
yeah, I watched Catch the Rise recap like analysis of Sudowoodo. If you have a very good IV one, then you're able to like withstand those Dragon Breaths enough to get to a second Rock Slide, which would then KO Kingdra. But if you get debuff, then you're gonna lose that one shield matchup. So that's why it makes it pretty volatile. Has
Yeah.
good matchups against Celio. Probably pretty decent matchups against Ninetales and Drapion, but obviously iffy matchup, losing matchups against Meganium for sure, and then kind of an iffy matchup against Dragonair.
Mm. Yeah, you know what? They'll bring things like that. People really focus on them, and then you might not even bring it.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Okay, let's see how these play out. So
all
a
right.
little bit of a different team. Ooh, hard read,
Wow.
hard read. Wow, I guess that it pairs pretty well. Let's see what it's gonna come out with.
Switches into a
Ice
Drapion.
Fang
Oh,
Drapion.
wow.
Little slow on the switch. Let's see if the shield comes
Well,
out.
it is confusion, so you have to be extra careful.
Yeah, I don't expect a shield for this second Aqua Tail, and then the farm down is going to occur, but
Yeah.
leaving it pretty
Oh, wow.
low. But let's see if this is Fellstinger, Crunch. This is where Crunch would be really handy.
Mhm.
But let's see what's going to be. Oh, has
It is
Crunch. Wow, really? Okay, this is a very old school. This is old school Drapion.
maybe ran out of TMs.
Using a counter switch.
Okay. So, like you said, Pseudo might win in the one shield, you said?
In the one shield, but a little slow on the switch.
And the
Got the
debuff.
debuff. Oh man, Kingdra is just so deadly with these debuffs. Like totally flips matchups.
Yeah. Wow.
And
It's a two-stage debuff, right?
yeah,
Oh, man. Okay.
two state debuffs too much. 50% chance.
Hmm.
Oh man, that's so. Oh man,
Man.
it's like attack
Does it get
stats
a
or
buff?
it's attack stats or I know that would be justice. its attack stats already low enough.
Yeah,
Um, but it still has a Meganium, but Meganium, oh man, not able to. It needed the buff though.
yeah.
It's probably gonna survive this frenzy plan. I don't.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Oh
double
wow.
resisted. It's very bulky, so I think Earthquake was the right play, but it's still able to take it out. But a little bit risky play on Dibu's side, not going for the Earthquake.
I think he was a little bit afraid of another silver wind or something.
Yeah,
Okay, so Ninetales actually wins this in the one shield scenario.
yeah, and actually running overheat on
Oh,
this matchup.
that's good. Yeah, you said what's his name?
Lexmaster was
Yeah.
running Solar Beam. But the thing is, like, you know, I'm surprised more people are not running Water Pulse on Celio.
I mean
I
the
think
award beam.
I
It
I
sorry.
think I think the Roar Beam, like, I guess you use it to close. Um,
I really like using it against grass types because the number of times I like sometimes I might have Celio in the back and I would do an aurora beam and when they have shields down.
yeah, yeah, no, for sure, for sure. I was just expecting more like off meta moveset play,
Mm,
but not in a great situation. Like down 2-0 in terms of shields, able to do quite a bit of damage though.
yeah. Man, being behind on health and then the opponent switching in a mirror, it's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah,
Oh man. And he has two shields still. You might even farm this down. Oh, gonna switch.
nice, very nice switch.
Yeah, get a little bit more energy on the Kingdra. Might even do oh, okay. Just do an outrage here.
Gonna shield just in case.
Yeah. You have shields to spend at least. And a
Yeah,
Celio in the back, so
and then you're basically gonna end up in the situation where Kingdra's undefeated, unless you have like Charm Raichu or Charm, which they don't have. Like this is like Kingdra with one shield was already deadly enough beforehand, but now it's even more like it's undefeated. So
and watching this makes me want to run Kingdra now.
yeah,
Regretting what I picked for my tournament that's going on right now.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So this is an interesting matchup. Obviously, the Earthquake has to land.
yeah, building up to it. Now this is where Dragon Pulse actually helps rather than Wrap because you're able to actually chunk down. This would kill. Oh, going for the bait.
See if his opponent reads it.
Yeah, they have a lot of energy. They want to try and land an Earthquake. Oh, switching out.
Oh man, but
Ooh,
gonna be met by this.
but Celio is tanky. But the mirror switch. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, not bringing Sudowoodo is he's really using the Celio a lot, and it does decently against Kingdra too.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Really nice farming there.
Yeah, counting his moves so he's able to get off two more powder snows.
Man, which is gonna pay off in this match. Oh, a little slow on the. I play in this park. It's very laggy in this park, so it's because I think he should be able to get off before this Meganium got out the frenzy plant, but it's alright. Gonna
Oh,
switch in.
shielded.
Oh man,
Wow.
these aggressive switch-ins are super nice. This
He
stuff
has a
sucks.
Dustox, yeah. I think he has a Kingdra in the back as well. Yeah. So, and a shield.
Needs this boost. Even a boost is not gonna help though.
No.
This is way too much fast move pressure. No bait as well. Bait moves at least. Got the
Oh,
boost.
not the boots, but he has no shields,
Yeah,
so.
it's not gonna be able to survive this. Okay, alright. I think that's okay.
Oh.
This is the mirror match. Uh, Yeah. So they're running the exact same team. Couple differences in movesets. Is only I think only Ninetales. One with Solar Beam, one with Overheat. But I don't think the Ninetales necessarily will have very much play
Mm.
against either
This
team.
yeah, this is at table one, and Lexmaster was at table one, I think, until this round.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So
Um, so really, really tough matchup. This is only round six too. Like this is
yeah,
you talking about someone who won, who was like think top like Lex Master was at number one earlier this season, was at number one after regionals, um, and then or after not after regionals after the tournament after regionals. I think he won a nightmare like a 6 round nightmare tournament, the Psionic where I were in. So he's been number one a couple times. Dibu obviously won South American Open qualifiers. Both really tough competitors, both really used to these really large environments, and clearly they practice with each other because they're running the exact same team.
yeah,
So like, how do you play? Because you must go up against people that you scrim against.
yeah. Well, you really know your own team's weakness after you practice with it a lot. So playing against it, honestly, it's just about calling the lead. I think they're both going to. I'm assuming we go the same three. So using this,
See,
I
the
would
thing
say
is,
just double dragon and Celio.
yeah, like the thing is, like
Just
to counter the double Dragon Sealer, you use Meganium. But then to counter that, you use Drapion, for example, right? So it's kind of like, which of these three scenarios are you going to stick with your core strategy of Double Dragon Celio, or are you going to counter that, or are you going to counter that? So we'll see, we'll see how
this is a
these.
lot to think about. Yeah,
It's
the things that
when
goes
you
on in
run
your
when you play your
head.
same team, it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so there's the Drapion, assuming the
but no
Meganium's.
Ice Fang, so it's actually not a positive matchup.
Yeah.
I think Drapion ends up winning this matchup. It's like a 2-1 or 1-0 scenario.
Yeah, the thing about going up against a Dragon Breath is that even after you charge up your fast move so much, you're just too low of a health to be able to use the powered up
Yeah,
bite.
and when you scrim against somebody, you know their moveset. So
Oh,
Dibu
yeah.
knows that there's no crunch, so there's no threat of being KO'd. It's either gonna be Aqua Tail or Felstinger,
Mhm. Okay,
and
bringing
then
Kingdra.
able to farm up afterwards. And then the thing is, like Kanger's gonna be able to put a lot of shield pressure on, and threaten that last shield. Oh,
Going for
insta switch to Celio,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
must be Dragonair in the back. Gets shield
Yeah.
though, no debuff. Again, that roar beam play. I'm not.
Hmm.
I guess it lands, but like
He gets
two.
farmed up.
Yeah, I get the farm down, but he didn't actually even go for the farm down. The thing is, like two body slams would have KO'd there, and you would have like a little bit more health, but it
More
doesn't
energy
really
too.
matter there. Um, a little bit of lag, but I don't think it necessarily would flip the matchup. Like,
Yeah. The roar beam is only really good if it starts at 100 health,
yeah.
but oh, yeah, yeah,
Oh
Celio. Oh, and he gets
man, that's so demoralizing. It's like
yeah.
you're like, oh, maybe I have a chance if I do X, Y, and Z. No, no. It would have been pretty close if there was no attack debuff.
Mhm.
I don't know if that Celia necessarily had enough health. Counter reads it. Oh man,
Yeah, assuming that he won't bring in Drapion as a lead twice.
yeah. But beautiful switch by.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
Holden McGroin level switch right there.
but that still hurts.
It still hurts, and
Yeah.
then you get fainted down, and there's very little chance. There's no chance that you're gonna get uh, to uh, to a threatening to Dragon Pulse. That's where
Yeah.
like having Wrap, for example, might have been a little bit better.
Mhm. It's closer in energy to Aqua Tail, so it might be a shield bait as well.
Yeah. Oh man,
Oh, shielded it. Yeah.
I think that's I was saying on Lex Master's side. Like I think that's where you show too much respect for your opponent when they throw a charge move off. That you think it's going to be because that shield is going to be a pretty deciding factor for the rest of this match.
Oh, and that was an out trade, not even an Octazooka. So that was a good chew by the Meganium.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe going for a double body slam here.
But I think it's going to get Frenzy planted before it's able to get to 2. Oh, no.
But I don't think this
No,
KOs.
no KO.
We get it really close, but
See, this is where the second shield would have been huge.
yeah.
Because you put up the second shield, then you can farm down. And then then it might have made a difference because maybe. But actually, probably not.
I mean, Decilio had a lot of health, so the second shield would have taken the
And then you could have Dragon Breath down afterwards, yeah. So.
yeah. Oh man, he called the lead in all three
Oh,
games.
man. It's like.
Yeah, it's all just based on the lead. Really hard to come back after that, especially in a mirror match.
So, enough energy for Aurora Beam.
Going for the body slam though. I think that was a body. Yeah. This might be an Aurora Beam now.
This is like. Yeah, it's Aurora Beam.
Oh, yeah. I
So
would let this.
Yeah, I think this is where he actually makes a mistake, ends up shielding, which I think is the wrong move.
Unless he switches out. No. Oh, he
Oh,
did.
Oh, man. These are nice switches, but
Yeah,
man,
they
these
are.
frenzy plants still hurt, and as well, you're not gonna be able to get to the charge move, so then you end up in a worse scenario. This is just gonna be an Aqua Tail, so it's a very nice switch, but shields down. This is gonna be okay. Just goes for the Aqua Tail. Knows that can't get to it. Doesn't want to be risk farm. Gonna get farmed down though, but
Oh,
so
that's
low in
close.
health.
I don't think it has a body slam ready.
Oh man, on the other side, it actually had an Aurora Beam and a Body Slam ready.
Really? You
Yeah,
saw it? Oh
yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah. I called the other side of the match, and like that's where like you kind of like I get it. I like we've all like thrown the wrong charge move beforehand, but that might
Sometimes you
have.
click on one and then you accidentally tap
But the
too
thing,
fast. You
but then
click
you
the
don't want
other.
that to happen. But then what ends up happening is you don't throw any charge move.
Mm.
So I was coaching somebody, and I was telling this person because what happens that person kept fainting with a charge move. I'm like, honestly, you could win 50% more matches if you just throw any charge move.
Exactly.
Like don't because like sometimes it's hard because like it takes a while to read like what's gonna come in. Especially I think this is Jungle. I'm like just throw the body slam. I don't care what
Yeah.
it comes in, just throw the body slam.
You do just a little bit of extra
Yeah,
chip damage.
and then that enough to flip the match. In that situation, like if you draw out the shield or you land it, and then maybe you could flip it. So
Better than nothing.
yeah, better than nothing. So okay, what do you think of this team? Pretty similar to what we've seen beforehand, is it?
Yeah.
Except for Lapras.
And Cirio, yeah, it's pretty much the exact same team. So he probably knows this matchup very well.
Yeah. Okay,
See,
let's see how it plays
sorry.
out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you that. It looks like a double dragon Celio again.
Calling that is very interesting. This is I thought the teams are the same, but Dibu's leading with Dragonair a lot, well, Dragonair most of the time, while Lexmaster was leading mostly Kingdra. So I guess like if you're calling the grass lead, and the thing is like almost no one led grass the first match. Okay, gonna look to.
Yeah, because if you lead with the grass, then your opponent knows you have a grass, and
Yeah.
then you have to switch it out. If you don't call the lead, it's really risky. Oh, okay, that was a nice farm down.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay, coming in here.
I don't.
First shield bait.
Does this KO?
No.
Oh man.
Oh, actually, it might have. It was really low.
Ooh, but the thing is this a sludge bomb? Oh, acid spray.
Wow.
Oh man, and
He knows this is an Aqua Tail.
then nice immediate switch out, getting no advantage. But
So I don't think he can get to a Dragon Pulse here. Can it?
No,
No.
that's the disadvantage of running. Now that Kingdra has that new move, it's able to land at least a harder hitting charge move than Aquatail. Well,
Mm.
slightly hard. I guess it's the same, but you have the chance for the debuff, and then with the additional bulkiness of Kingdra, it's just like a little too hard to deal with. And
Okay, so
plus return got nerfed. So this is a very this is kind of a difficult match. This is you have to land the earthquake.
mhm.
Oh, which it does. Okay, wow.
Switches
Oh
out.
man,
Oh
this
wow.
aggressive dragon breath damage is crazy. And then didn't bring in Lapras to punish that switch in.
No. Kingdra. Yeah, Kingdra's not the best count. Like it does beat Dragonair, but just too low of a health. And okay, that's definitely an Octazooka. Yeah,
And no debuff. It's the right play on the opponent's
yeah,
side.
just being safe, I guess.
Yeah, well, if you get this debuff, right, then it matters a lot because then this Frenzy Plant wouldn't do very much, and you probably wouldn't have to expend a shield for it. But now you're in a...
Yeah, especially with the shield. He really likes to save his shields, and leading with Dragonair is just it's such a safe lead.
Yeah, wow. Really nice play. Okay, all right. We're going to go into... This is the third match? Yeah, third match.
Yeah.
So, insta switch. And
Okay.
then let's see... Oh, man, we've seen this way too often, though. Too slow on the switch.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, there's so many plays you can do. If they don't shield, then you can, like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've seen this before, right? Like, Celio, too good in this meta. Oh, man. This is literally the exact same thing.
Yeah. Coming in with the Dragonair. Outrage there. Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, Aquatail is just enough to chip it down, so it wins with the wins the switch advantage, but doesn't matter that much. He has a full health Dragonair in the back for a one shield scenario against the Dragonair.
Oh, man. You can just shield and farm down. Not even farm down. Like, can look to go try a double Aquatail, but it really doesn't matter. Like, if another Aquatail lands, it's still going to survive and it's still going to be able to Dragon Breath it down. Wow.
Yeah, it really looks like everyone is going double dragon right now.
Okay, all right. This is actually a really good matchup here. I haven't seen this matchup, but on paper, this is a very interesting team. He's going to finally encounter something. This is a very spicy team. Gaston,
He was switch teams.
right here.
There we go.
Gaston is the master of finding exploits in the meta. So this is round number 8. So they're both 7-0 at this point in time. He's running Pinsir and Relicanth.
I really like Relicanth. I've played against a few of those. It beats the Celio and Ancient Power. You get a buff, and if it gets the buff,
It's very tanky too. Like does a lot. Obviously, like it's not that great against Kingdra because it'll double resist the water guns. But still, those Ancient Powers can come up pretty quickly. And with the bait of Aquatail, obviously the Pinsir. So like, if you were Dibu, what would you lead here? Do you run the same strategy?
Man.
Because like,
I mean,
the two dragons can handle Relicanth, okay. So
yeah, I mean, the only thing that's Celio would beat the Pinsir, I believe. Although Pinsir has close combat, doesn't it?
I actually don't think it beats Pinsir.
No.
Let me check here. Oh no, I shouldn't use that screen. That's because that's where the Pinsir that close combat would one shot. Let's see here. So Pinsir wins in all shields, but it has to land the Exeter bait, which is not as bad because it definitely has that one. Like baits are more threatening when they can one shot.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't know if it can just go straight. Oh, in the one shield, it can just double close combat and win.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really have that much play against Dragonair and Kingdra. Obviously, it still has to be worried about the the close combats because they're going to do a lot to them. Because 141 attack is very high. It's basically it's kind of like lower, a little bit lower than Primate.
Honestly, I think Meganium is a safe pick here. I mean, you go into the mirror, you beat Lapras, Relicanth, Kingdra, can threaten Dragonair in some scenarios.
And then you're only
And
really worried about Pinsir.
yeah,
Pinsir,
and you know, some people, when you have a spice pick like Pinsir, they might not bring it in some scenarios, especially against a double dragon team.
yeah, yeah, it's quite dangerous against the Double Dragon team. And having Ninetales in the back is like nice bench pressure.
Man,
Okay,
curious how this plays out.
let's see how it plays out. Gaston's very good, so like this is like a
Oh,
really
yeah.
good match. So comes out with the
Leads
pincer.
with Pinsir.
Oh man.
Oh, but leading with the Dragonair, sticking to his strategy. Yeah, that's Dragon Breath just do so much damage. That's close com. No, X scissor.
That's
That
an
was
X
an X
scissor.
scissor.
This is an X scissor. I expect the shield to come up and then apply pressure unless close combat. Oh man.
Oh, that is so close. Does he get to it? It
Oh, he
is.
does. Draws out both shields, but this
Oh,
Dragonair has energy, so it's gonna be able to get to the Dragon Pulse. And with Dragon Pulse, it's so threatening, right? It's gonna draw shields for sure,
yeah.
right?
Oh, that's so hard to call. If it's oh wow, very good call with the
Oh
shield.
my gosh. Oh, what? Why the switch out? Oh wow. Okay.
The shields are down.
The shields are down. It's gonna be able to survive this Aurora Beam,
Yeah,
and then gonna be able to Frenzy Plant, and then save the nuke for later. That's kind of a nice play, actually.
but I think the Dragonair will be able to farm this down.
But this Dragonair, Dragonair is not gonna be able to threaten the Kingdra afterwards.
No.
This thing here is the but,
Oh
and
yeah.
you immediately outrage because you can tell the switch clock.
Actually, yeah, that's a good call. Bringing it. Oh, they got it off
I think
first.
he was he over farming there. I don't know. I thought he would got to it sooner. And then, oh my gosh, still losing that matchup. Wow, really? I thought he could have got to it a little sooner. It seemed, well, it was the right strategy by Gaston. Um,
Yeah, he didn't overfarm that. He just barely didn't get to it, or it might have been a CMP tie.
yeah, yeah. Wow, interesting. It was the
Man,
right strategy. Putting
yeah.
that
How
Pinsir,
does he
not
come back?
bad. Drawing up both shields and then um, having Kingdra in the back to nuke is quite good.
Man, not seeing a lot of. It's just the same three. It seems maybe with Meganium on occasion, but how do you come back from that?
Well, I think like man, I don't know. I thought Gaston was gonna win that matchup. Okay, gonna lead. Oh, Meganium mirror, but one shiny. One
Shiny's too
shiny.
much.
Right, shinies do more damage. So, how do you play this matchup? I think you just see him. Like, why wouldn't you just QSA this matchup?
Yeah,
This is after Community Day, so like the Meganiums in theory should be much better.
yeah. But regardless, like a mirror match is comes down to it might come down to CNP.
Maybe we'll get a simultaneous KO.
Looks like their Meganium has a higher attack.
Yeah,
So you gotta switch it out, catch it. Yeah, because he
so,
knew he was going to lose the CMP.
and let's see if he has something to punish in the back though. He has Lapras. Oh wow, nice play, nice comp. Oh man, and denies the oh gonna
Oh, wow. So pulling a shield. No, he's going to go for a Dragon Pulse here.
oh
And,
wow really
wow.
wow because now he's gonna be in farm range of No, gonna go for. Well, that's
Yeah,
nice play because then it doesn't have to worry at all about the charge move.
yeah. I
But
think that should have really shielded that outrage.
oh man, nice play.
Farming it down a little bit, doing a frenzy plant, pulling a shield. Oh man, how does he win this?
Well, this is only game two. They could go up to game three, right? So let's see. Drawing
Yeah.
Aqua Tail. Another. You have to shield this, but this is the right move because he has to shield, right? And then if the deep. Oh man, no way.
Man, but it's way too low health.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow, that was so close.
Okay. This is excellent match. This is like
Oh,
this.
okay.
Now we end up. The Nut 93 said that you can double close combat. It takes 23 turns to do it. And it takes 25 Dragon Breaths to KO, or 25 turns of Dragon, or whatever it is.
Oh,
So we'll draw the shield.
just big for no leg.
Oh, but man, is he gonna? Oh man, just barely. He's
I
gonna
think
draw
that's
both shields out. Is this gonna KO?
X. Oh,
Oh man. Okay.
wow.
Get switch advantage, but gonna get farmed a little bit. I expect the Kingdra to come out. Oh, Meganium came out. Okay.
I
All
was
right.
just one.
Oh
Coming with the
wow.
mirror. Man,
Okay. All right. We're gonna see. Oh, but got the vine whip come through. So now has a slight energy advantage anyways.
yeah.
But
But he might
looks like the
lose.
shiny's losing though. In
What
terms of, in terms of
he
health,
might
it's
do
like
is do his frenzy plant.
I don't
Hope
know. Like, why wouldn't you?
he should switch out now and try and farm it down. If he had a Kingdra in the back.
I think he has a Dragonair in the back, and then it's gonna be Dragonair Kingdra. Let's see. No, Lapras. Oh wow. Okay. This is actually, but this is not a. This gonna go for the Octazooka. Has to. No, I don't know. It has a shield. Let's see. Oh, got the. Oh man.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I would have loved to see their expression.
Oh man.
that, that
Rip,
hurts.
rip. Oh man, Kingdra is too good. It's too good in this meta. Wow. Okay. All right. This is the actually before we go into this match, this is going for the upset. So let's take a look at the teams. This is actually a pretty slightly different team.
Okay.
So real, very good player, up and coming player in Argentina. I casted one of his matchups in early in for Sinister or for Ferocious. I can't remember. And then he ended up like either winning or losing the finals in like one of the big tournaments in either in Sinister or Ferocious. But very tough competitor. He's actually in the chat, so this should be a good matchup. Yeah, he went 7-1 in Sinister, so very good player. Battles quite a bit, like a lot of these guys. So that's But let's see. What do you think of Blaziken play? Blaziken pick.
I think it's really hard to utilize Blaziken properly because a lot of people, you have to know when to use it, what teams to use it in. I don't think many people lead with it, but oh man, it's I haven't had much success with it, but I don't play it as well as some of these. Like I think he's 7-1 right now.
Yeah, 7-1.
Yeah.
So going for the upset.
Wow,
So
going 7-1 with a Blaziken, that's impressive.
Blaziken, it's like it's tough to use against this double dragon team, but it has nice play against Meganium. Okay, it still has to worry about the earthquake. Play against Celio, but like hard when it's like the behind on energy. Has plays against Drapion, and then probably loses to Ninetales. So
Yeah, because the Psyshock is super effective. I would expect him to bring in the Drapion though, because looks like his only ice type, so it should have Ice Fang.
Oh yeah, no, no, no. Okay, you know this is what was surprising is like Double Dragon's so popular. I'm surprised not more Double Ice
Mhm.
to counter it. Like we've seen a lot of like, um, like Dragon Claw, Air Slash Dragon Claw, Charizard, and Celio. But I think like Double Ice play is like would be like a good counterbalance to this meta. At least threaten it and make people think about it, but
Yeah.
people still might bring it. So let's take a look at this matchup. Okay,
Yeah,
all
they're
right.
straight on
Let's see what moveset
call.
is. If it's Ice Fang, oh, it is Ice Fang. So nice play. Gonna switch out. Needs to switch out
That's
faster
yeah, a
to
little faster.
Whiscash,
But
but
Whiscash wins this matchup.
it's
Um,
so far behind on energy.
it did fall behind on energy. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I mean,
I personally don't get it, but I guess it's the shock factor too. Like you got hit by a Aurora Beam. But I personally don't get it. It's not more energy efficient.
mm.
If it gets shielded, then you're kind of done for.
Well, in the
Um,
one shield scenario, I think it is better to go for the Aurora Beam.
because of the residual energy.
If they shield the body slam, then you're able to just kind of fast move it down. Actually,
Let's see if he brought the. Okay.
so he was reserving the shield, but farming it down. So King just going to get some energy. Shielding though, all those shields are very valuable, especially on someone like Drapion.
Expect the Dragonair to come back in.
Yeah,
And this looks like it's going to be an Octazooka. But
yeah, I would assume so, especially with two
let's see if
shields.
the Tactical does go through.
Yeah,
Um, but
I would just shield this.
not a great situation. Um, and
You
let's
might have
see.
an Octazooka ready.
Oh, not able to get to it.
Man,
And then end up in a Drapion matchup.
but he has no shields. So one outrage will be able to finish it
What
off.
did he hit him with? Oh, he didn't hit him with a Fell Stinger either. I don't think
I
this would have mattered anyways.
mattered, yeah. That's one thing about Kingdra though, because it's neutral to those Ice Fangs.
Yeah. Gonna lead Meganium, expecting to catch the Wishcash or Kingdra. Oh man. Caught the
Smash.
Wishcash. Oh man. And gonna let's see. Gonna be able to let's see if this is gonna be an acid spray or leaf blade. Can survive. If this is a sludge bomb, I guess it wouldn't be able to survive. Was that sludge
I
bomb?
think that's a Sludge Bomb, yeah.
Oh, that was well. That would have been a pretty nice play if it would have went through.
I don't think it gets to two Leaf Blades.
No, it doesn't.
So that's where Acid Spray would actually be a little more beneficial than Sludge Bomb.
Yeah, yeah.
And Outrage, or Dragon Pulse here.
Gonna do a lot of damage.
Oh, and he doesn't shield it.
Well, he has such a bad matchup against Meganium. Didn't want
Yeah.
to get farmed down. So, but the thing is, now you're getting like 2 versus 1, and if you have a dragon in the back, then the Kingdra can just Dragon Breath down, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, he
there you go.
does.
It can just Dragon Breath down, right? Oh, okay. Well, gonna go for the debuff. Oh man.
Oh, he gets the debuff right when he needs it.
Oh
That
man.
is, wow. I don't think it matters,
This
though.
this double dragon strategy is so good.
It is really good.
It
Oh,
is
man, I have to watch out for
ridiculously
that.
good. Ridiculously good. Ridiculous. Well, got the lead again, so we're gonna see the switch out. Oh, okay. Well, this was kind of an odd switch,
Oh, okay.
but this is like maybe like make try to fake you out to switch.
Yeah. What else did he have?
Is this?
In the back.
Oh, it has Felstinger. Okay, get the.
Attack buff. Switches out. Oh, tried to farm it down, but
But
he didn't
even
want to
there,
take an Aqua Tail.
yeah. Even this Aqua Tail is not gonna do very much. So that was a nice. Oh, a little bit of lag there, but it's not a huge deal. Yeah, the reception in this park is not great.
Oh, that's too bad.
Let's see. Go for the outrage. Kind of makes sense to try to flip this match, but
I'm trying to find whip it down. Oh, that is so risky. But I think he needed it because he had no more shields, right?
yeah. Oh, got the shield too, and gonna be out by victory bell, but
Shields are down.
yeah. Might still be able to pull this off, right? Like, how much health is this? No, not gonna be able to pull it off. Maybe, maybe. Was it Meganium?
Uh, might be. Yeah, but Meganium has energy as well.
Oh man,
Oh man, that was so close.
Double Dragon. I saw a lot of like Double Dragon Meganium match like play before I saw this Argentina play, but man, it's Double Dragon Celio really strong too. Like basically bring like two Pokemon that are very like largely unresisted in the cup, and then bring one Pokemon that's extremely flexible, Meganium or Celio, and then basically you can deal with the entire meta. Like
Wow.
this is like, but yeah, Double Ice. I think Double Ice. Like I think I didn't see in all 18 rounds or 17 rounds I watched in Argentina anyone bring Double Ice. So like this is kind of like I bet you if they play this tournament next week, you would definitely see some more Double Ice play
Mhm.
to potentially counter it. Um, even like even Celio and pseudo ice like Drapion would perform a little bit better. But Celio Lapras like has
Yeah,
has some better play, but this is a nice balanced team with Meganium. So
I do like the Whiscash though because it is really tanky. You can take
mhm.
a lot of dragon breaths. Can get off quite a few baits, and a blizzard can really do a lot of damage, even against Kingdra.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That was some yeah, really really impressive play. Especially like going in a tournament this long. Like it's not only like the amount of practice you have to do or forming like reading teams like this. It's also the stamina um, on how this goes.
Oh yeah, the mental stamina. Because after a while, you look at the teams, and you. I mean, sometimes you go back to the same strategy that you've been using and it works.
Yeah,
But sometimes if someone pulls something out of their hat and
yeah.
you don't expect,
Especially like I think these last two rounds when he basically faced in the first 7 rounds he faced the same team 6 times basically, right? Like
yeah,
Ice,
very similar.
Charizard, Wishcash, Victory Bell, etc., etc. Like Dragonair, maybe even Kingdra, right? Largely the same team. And then these last two opponents, like, really made them work by bringing a slightly different team, whether it's the Pinsir, whether it's the Blaziken, whether it's the Ice Fang Drapion. Definitely made them like work and consider, and that's pretty tough, like this late into the tournament. So
Yeah, he did an excellent job at calling the leads though, because he knew what he was weak against and what people would usually lead against him. And calling that is just he led with Dragonair. I think maybe 75% of the time.
which is
But
extremely safe, right? Like
it's so safe,
and
yeah.
then counter switch. Like he had two good counter switches. Like if you end up like in a matchup against an ice type, depending on what his opponent brought in, and was able to work around depending on what his opponent the remaining five Pokemon of his opponent. So worked out really well and yeah, wow, crazy reads, really great job. So
Oh,
congratulations, Dibu. Really strong run. Yeah, man. This dragon, double dragon, especially since Kingdra got Octazooka, it just too good. It's just too good right now. And I think this is like what a lot of people will play in the remaining 2 weeks in the meta, and then we're gonna see hopefully some counterplay to this meta. So, but really amazing battlers and great job. Anyways, thank you, Holden. Thank you, Evan, for joining me.
thank you for having me.
And enjoy the rest of your holidays. And thanks everyone for tuning in on the stream.
Yeah.